बड़ा सुख मिलता है बाबा तेरी यादों में, बड़ा सुख मिलता है बाबा तेरी यादों में। दिल खो जाता है मन मेरा गाता है, दिल खो जाता है मन मेरा गाता है तेरी मीठी बातों में, बड़ा सुख मिलता है बाबा तेरी यादों में, बाबा तेरी यादों में। आँखें बंद कर लो तो तुम नजर आते हो, आँखें बंद कर लो तो तुम नजर आते हो। पल में आकर हमको बाबा, पल में आकर हमको बाबा पास ले जाते हो। देखे नजारा प्यारा प्यारा, देखे नजारा प्यारा प्यारा तेरी प्यारी आँखों में, बड़ा सुख मिलता है बाबा तेरी यादों में, बाबा तेरी यादों में। मन ये मगन हुआ पास तेरे आकर, मन ये मगन हुआ पास तेरे आकर। बेफिक्र हम हो गए हैं, बेफिक्र हम हो गए हैं बाबा तुमको पाकर। रोशनी से भरी भरी दुआओं से सजी हुई, रोशनी से भरी भरी दुआओं से सजी हुई जीवन की इन राहों में, बड़ा सुख मिलता है बाबा तेरी यादों में, बाबा तेरी यादों में। तुमसे बेहद का खजाना जो पाए, तुमसे बेहद का खजाना जो पाए, खोया हुआ जागिर पाए, खोया हुआ जागिर पाए। सुख मिलता है बाबा तेरी यादों में बड़ा सुख मिलता है बाबा तेरी यादों में बाबा तेरी यादों में
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. So excited to see what Baba has to say further. So he started with experiencing the foundation of the elevated Brahmin life, which is faith. And then he said 4 qualities in faith, which is firmness, constancy, strong on all 4 sides, that is self, drama, Baba, and Brahmin family. And then he said it should be simultaneous. Then Baba said about knowing, accepting, and moving accordingly. All 3 have to be same. The sign that you have faith, first sign was guaranteed victory, constant guaranteed victory. And if you don't experience constant guaranteed victory, then Baba said the reason is one of the 4 sides is weak, perhaps. I have to check which one that is. And the second sign of being faithful is that you will be carefree emperors. And Baba said, if you don't experience yourself to be carefree emperors, then the reason for that is wasteful thinking. And so Baba was invoking his courageous children that will, you have that courage to step up and say that I'm not going to have any wasteful thoughts. What will happen, how it will happen. No more complaints to Baba, no more begging in front of him, no more reminders, right? Baba, you are protector, Baba, you're this. So instead, Baba said, just become very knowledgeful. Use your powers, use your checking power, and also at the same time change it. Baba said, be concerned about changing yourself, right? So let's see what he also touched upon, codes of conduct, right? How we have to follow the codes of conduct. So let's see what Baba has to say today. He says, Acha, are all of you settled comfortably? Is your sleeping and eating all right? It is not that you have been sent off to faraway corners, is it? On the pilgrimages of the path of bhakti, people walk so much. Whereas even if you come from far away, the buses come to fetch you, do they not? Right? When we go to Madhuban, this is what happens, no? Baba's buses will come to pick us up, and then we go to Gyan Sarovar. So, or do we have to come, Baba says? Do you have to come walking? You come comfortably, do you not? And look at yourself now. In the days of Brahma Baba, there were no coaches or chairs. Now you have become those who have coaches and chairs. You are sitting so comfortably. Why? BaapDada knows that your bodies have become old. So the old bodies also need facilities. However, you now definitely have to have such a practice that whenever you do not have any facilities, it would not create an obstacle in your spiritual endeavor. I don't have a coach in the train, so I'm not going to go to Madhuban, right? So this is like little bit obstacle is created, right? I don't have car, so I'm not going to go to the center, for example. I'm just giving very gross examples, but you can think, Baba is saying, let the facility not become your reason for not making that spiritual endeavor. Whatever you get is good. If you get a chair, that is good. If you get the floor, that is also good. So, are all of you living comfortably, or does anyone have any difficulty? The Pandavas are courageous. Are the mothers all right? Or do you need your bed? At home, you sleep on your bed. If you get beds here also, then what does it matter? People need change, no? Baba is saying they spend so much just to get some change. There you sleep on beds. Here you sleep on the floor. And so that is a change. Is it not? Right? Everyone has that experience when we go to Madhuban. Of course, not these days, but In the old days, old Brahmins would remember the days when we used to sleep on the floor. Baba says you have already been told that however much you increase the facilities, the numbers will double or triple themselves. This will continue all the time. At present, you are constructing Gyan Sarovar, and then next year you will say that it has to become small because more people will come, no? More Brahmins will grow. So it has to become small. You also have to complete the service, or do you just wish to continue? You have to complete it, no? Right? Sister Moini always says that it is time for completion of the yajna. So, how do we complete the yajna? Not that it will finish, but I have to reach my stage of completion. It will be completed when the rosary of at least 900,000 is created. Acha. Then there are groups now. Different groups are sitting in front of Baba. Punjab, Haryana, and Himachal. Acha. How much of the rosary will you prepare? So 900,000 में से कितने आप कितने बनाओगे? How much of the rosary? Baba is saying, will you prepare? Yes, speak. Do not remain quiet. Baba also doesn't like that. How much of the rosary will you bring? 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, somebody said. Then it is very good. Baba says all the other zones will enjoy themselves and Punjab will create the rosary. Acha. Which zone has already prepared 50,000 Brahmins? Not a single zone has 50,000 yet. How many are there in Maharashtra? Even if there are 35 to 40,000, you still have to prepare 10,000 more. So, Baba says each zone should prepare at least 50,000. How many are there in Punjab? Somebody said 12,000. So, Punjab has not yet even reached 50,000. It is good that you have kept the aim of reaching 400,000, right? Kaha 50,000, kaha 400,000. So there are four: Punjab, Haryana, Himachal, and Jammu Kashmir. And so it is nothing difficult if each one prepares 100,000. But when will you prepare them? By the beginning of the Golden Age or now? Those from Punjab will bring closeness very close. Perfection is the basis of closeness. The speciality of Punjab is to make themselves complete and to bring the final time close. Baba is asking, do you have this courage? Those from Punjab, raise your hands. The more complete you make yourselves, the closer perfection and closeness will come to you. So, the more complete I make myself, I will come closer to my destination, right? I will feel the closeness. So, you are those who constantly remain close and those who bring the time close. Acha, Baba is saying, teachers speak, Hanji or Naji. Look, those from Punjab have attained victory in one thing. You have transformed the atmosphere. The atmosphere of the terrorist have now changed. We know, no? So much happened I mean, every state has its own story, but during that time, perhaps Punjab had a lot of bandits and, a lot of looting and all of that terrorist. So Baba is saying, therefore, now become just as courageous in bringing about the end. All those from Punjab, whether new or old, are all good. Punjab means courageous, right? That's why Baba remembers Dadis there, like Sherni Shakti, ऐसे बोलते थे ना बाबा उनको. In terms of the body and also in terms of the soul. So, what will you remember? Those who bring the time of completion close through your perfection. Right? So, if I become perfect, automatically I will bring the time of completion close. So, constantly remain this way. You are the elevated souls who remain close. Who can remain close? Those who are like the Father can remain close to the Father. So you are the souls who remain close in this way. With the power of this awareness, constantly continue to move forward. कि मैं बाबा के नज़दीक हूँ और अपनी destination के नज़दीक जा रही हूँ, right? Then the second group is Bombay, Nagpur, and Pune, Maharashtra zone. How much of the rosary will Maharashtra prepare? Those from Punjab will prepare 400,000. And this is firm, so do not forget it. Now, what will Maharashtra do? 500,000. It is good. Bombay is also included in Maharashtra, and Bombay has already received the title of being Nar Desavar. Those who are constantly overflowing. Nar Desavar means those who are constantly overflowing. So you will not be Nar Desavar only in terms of money. You are Nar Desavar also in terms of preparing the beads of the rosary. Is this okay? Right? Bombay is called as the main hub of wealth, right? Sort of. So Baba is saying not just in terms of money, but also in terms of preparing the rosary. You will prepare 500,000. No one should then think that 900,000 are already prepared. 400 plus 9, 500 is 900, right? So Baba is saying no one should think like that. You will bring 400 and Maharashtra will bring 500,000. Then there will also be a selection, will there not? This is so interesting point. So it does not mean ki, oh, if I made 100 Brahmins, then they will all become beads in the rosary of 900,000. Very, very interesting point. So Baba is saying, don't think like this, ki kaam pura ho gaya, because within that also there will be selection. Some will be the subjects of the Silver Age and some will be the objects of the Golden Age. And therefore, you may create 500,000. What is the total population of Golden and Silver Age? Anyone knows? Why 900 is not enough? Everyone that you make a Brahmin, would they be in the 900? वो बाबा ने बोल दिया नहीं होंगे. So what is the total population? This is very easy answer. Everybody should know.
33 crores, Didi.
Right. Very good, sister. That is correct answer. 33 crore. Right. 33 crore देवी देवताएं हैं इसे बोलते हैं ना. So that's why Baba is saying that don't become happy. You have done the work. No. Some of those will go into the Silver Age and they will become subjects. So Baba is saying Punjab should remember their 400,000 and Maharashtra should remember their 500,000. So the greatness of Maharashtra is to constantly be victorious. The greatness is in victory, right? Who are remembered? Sometimes they jokingly say, why Arjuna is remembered? It's because he gained victory, right? Why Ram is remembered? Because he gained victory. If Ram would have failed, if Arjuna would have failed, would anybody remember? And I always say this, that even in science, only when the experiments work, right? That is what gets published. There are 100 times experiment that does not work, but nobody publishes the failure, right? The negative data is not published. So Baba is saying the greatness is in victory. So you are constantly the victorious souls who constantly have a stage that is free from obstacles. Just as victory is guaranteed, so too you are the victorious souls who have faith in the intellect. Now, free from obstacles does not mean obstacles will not come. Obstacles might come, but you will not experience them to be obstacles. And that's the stage, Baba is saying, that you will experience as being free from obstacles. So, just as victory is guaranteed, so too you are the victorious souls who have faith in the intellect. Are those from Maharashtra like this? Or are you simply saying Hanji whilst you are here, and then when you return home, you will write letters? What can I do? How can I do this? Baba says, no, you are victorious. Because if you don't become victorious, who else would? You have to become this. Is this firm? Or is it extra firm for those from Maharashtra? The stronger you become in this, the stronger the subjects you prepare will be. बोलते हैं ना As is the teacher, so are the students, right? So if you yourself are very strong, then the subjects which will come in the golden age will also be very strong. Otherwise, the subjects will be weak. So it is good that Maharashtra will prepare great subjects. Do not just make ordinary subjects. And those from Punjab create courageous subjects. So Maharashtra, Mahan Rashtra, Baba always says, right? So I have to create great subjects. In Punjab is courageous subjects, not weak ones. Then the third group is Karnataka. Those from Karnataka are in a hurry. Maybe they want to prepare the rosary, and so they are thinking that the rosary should not be completed before them. Acha, those from Karnataka speak. How much of the rosary will you prepare? And somebody said 200,000. Acha, just as you were quick in giving your name, so to prepare the rosary quickly. It is good. Those from Karnataka are very quickly spellbound with the magic of love. Whether they understand the knowledge or not, they're number one in love. And because of their language, they would only understand half the knowledge, but they are number one in love. Is it like this? You are number one in love. The sign of love is that many centers are being opened. Now simply make the addition that you have to create subjects who are free from obstacles and a kingdom that is free from obstacles. That means your center should be free from obstacles, your home should be free from obstacles, right? Then Baba says automatically your kingdom will be free from obstacles. So, what do those from Karnataka have to remember? You are those who have a right to the kingdom that is free from obstacles. And you have to create companions who are free from obstacles. You're very good in your expansion. So, what will you remember? That you are the loving souls who are free from obstacles. Simply maintain a balance. Balance of? Balance of what? Hmm? Balance of becoming free, right, from the obstacles and also having a stage which is free from the obstacles. That means one is obstacle आए ही नहीं, लेकिन दूसरा है कि अगर obstacle आए भी तो my stage is free from experiencing that obstacle. He's playing with these little differences here. So Baba is saying you become free from obstacles, but your stage should be free from obstacles to the same extent that you have love. So love and free from obstacles. Those from Karnataka will constantly continue to receive blessings by keeping a balance of both these, love and free from obstacles. So Baba is saying, did those from Karnataka understand? Have you underlined this? Let your expansion be free from obstacles. Acha. Then the next group is Gujarat. BaapDada and the Dadis have made rights over Gujarat. तो गुजरात को बाबा कुछ भी कह सकता है, दादिया कुछ भी कहेंगे और वो करेंगे. So it's like I have a right over Gujarat. Baba says, you have this, do you not? Whenever any task is to be performed, whom do you claim a right over? You consider it your right over Gujarat. So, what is the speciality of Gujarat? To have a right in service also. Those who have a right over service will, of course, have a right to the kingdom. तो आपको सोचना नहीं पड़ेगा कि मुझे सेवा लेनी चाहिए, अधिकार मिलना चाहिए. नहीं नहीं, automatically Baba is saying you will have right to do the service. Those who have a right over service will of course have a right to the kingdom. You say Hanji, Hanji in service, and so what will you have in the kingdom? Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. सब ऐसे बोलेंगे, right? Yes, my lord. Is the number of Gujarat less than that of Maharashtra? It is little less, Baba says. It is little less. Now, do not let it be any less. जितना है उससे और कम नहीं करना है. In fact, you are number one in giving cooperation because according to the drama, you have received the fortune of being close. So physically also, Gujarat is very close to Rajasthan, right? Gujarat is very close to Mount Abu. And so Baba is saying, drama is such that you have received the fortune of being close. Now, if Gujarat is told to prepare a bus from each center, how many buses would come? Many would come, would they not? So you are ever ready, are you not? If you call those from Maharashtra who are far away, they will come with great difficulty, right? उनको तो कितने दिन लग जाएंगे ना आने के लिए भी. So Baba is saying because of being far away, they find it difficult. However, Gujarat has the fortune and they are also very good in taking responsibility for service. They are not those who constantly ask questions. कैसे करेंगे कब करेंगे ये नहीं कर देंगे बस. They are good in taking up any responsibility. Right? This is speciality of Gujarat, no? This is also the fortune you have automatically received within the drama. Those who are ready, however many are reordered, will all come. So however many are actually, this is little bit mistake here in print. However many are ordered will all come. So if Gujarat को बोले कि हमें आपके तरफ से 50,000 चाहिए, so that many will come, Baba is saying. Then he's speaking to speaking to Dadiji. Look, you are now carefree about the Mela, are you not? Because Gujarat has taken the responsibility. So BaapDada is also happy. He's happy to see the children who wear the crown of responsibility. I think, and maybe not, it must be 2004 or 5. Uh, I don't remember actually when the melas happened where millions of people were collected on the ground, right? And so many states, one by one, they took the responsibility. I think it was somewhere in 2004 or 5. But Baba is saying, so BaapDada is also very happy. He is happy to see the children who wear the crown of responsibility. And then he's speaking to Bhopal. तो किस किस से बात की अभी तक कौन बताएगा किस किस से बात की बाबा ने नहीं
Yes,
no
yes,
one
yes. I did. Gujarat is there, and Maharashtra, Punjab, now
right
Bhopal.
Karnataka?
right very nice brother so Punjab Haryana Himachal Pradesh Jammu Kashmir that was one group Maharashtra was all Maharashtra only Pune Bombay Nagpur all of that Karnataka was the next one then Gujarat and now it's Bhopal. How many are there in Bhopal? Somebody said 5,000. Is that all? Only 5,000? It is very little. What are you thinking? Those from Bhopal, raise your hands. What will you do? Simply add a point, Baba is saying. So 5,000 ka 50,000 kar do. Simply add a point that is 0 in front of 5,000. Will you do this? You will bring a good number of subjects, will you not? It is good, Baba is saying. You are the elevated souls who constantly attain expansion by adopting the right method. So, right method, and automatically there is success merged in that. Baba says, you will expand very quickly, will you not? Say yes or no. You're giving a very weak response. No, you still have good means of service. If you prepare 2 to 4 mics, it would not be difficult to add the zeros. You also have a chance, Baba says. Look at the mics in the states and the mics in the central government. States means, जैसे महाराष्ट्र state है, Bombay state, Bhopal. So like that, Baba is saying, look at within your state, who are the VIPs? Or in the central government, those from the central government give time with great difficulty, whereas those from the state come easily. They can come into contact and connection, and those from the central government take time in looking after their seat. This is why you must now prepare mics. By your preparing the mics, many souls will easily come. Many can benefit through the sound from one. Not just make them into loving souls, do not just make them into those who are in your connection, but bring them into close relationship. So what will those from Bhopal do? Whom will you bring? Will you bring the mics and bring them, or they're already ready? You can bring them, right? There is a good margin for this. You have a relationship with them, but let your relationship be even closer. Itna close ki you call them and they can come, right? Like that. So you are those who constantly expand with the elevated method. Do you understand what your speciality is? You are those who expand easily. Hmm? Mothers from Bhopal, raise your hands. You mothers have courage, do you not? Say yes or no. You have become introverted. You have begun to think who to bring from now. Acha. And then the next group is Rajasthan. Are those from Abu included in Rajasthan or are they separate? Madhuban Nivasiyo ko to Baba of course gives a bigger seat, right? So he says, but he's just asking now. You're central and that is the center. Right? Like Rajasthan is central, sorry, Mount Abu is central, but then I think like that he's saying, you are central and that is the center. You are clever, you do not wish to be mixed with them. Mana Mount Abu, Madhuban Nivasi would never want themselves to be called as Rajasthan Vasas, right? Because they are Madhuban Nivasi, which is very, very elevated title, no? Than just being those in the Rajasthan. So Baba is saying, you're very clever. You do not wish to be mixed with them. It is good, Baba says. Those from Rajasthan have performed a wonder that the main center is in Rajasthan. Main center means the headquarters, right? Is in Rajasthan. So Baba is saying, the main center is in Rajasthan. This is a wonder of Rajasthan. So the lighthouse is in Rajasthan, is it not? Now, the lighthouse is in the central place, and what is there at the centers? Again, he's playing with words, if you understand. Central means like the center point, and centers means like Baba's home, right? So he's saying, yes, this is the central place, but then what is there at the centers? Is there just the light or are there might houses? Those from Rajasthan speak. Is there just light or the might houses? Acha, which cities have come from Rajasthan? Somebody said Jaipur. Those from Jaipur, raise your hands. Does Jaipur simply have light or is it a lighthouse? Now speak, no? What are you? You are lighthouse? How many places have you given light to? What is the task of a lighthouse? To give light in all four directions or only to those who come close by? You give light in all four directions, do you not? So Rajasthan has to give light in all four directions of Rajasthan. You have awakened them. You have awakened them in Jaipur. You have awakened them in Jodhpur. You have also awakened Udaipur. However, you now have to create lighthouses from just being light. Light क्या करेगी? जैसे bulb होता है, उतना ही versus a lighthouse. So you can see there's difference in the intensity of the light that you will spread. Baba is saying not a single area should remain dry. Rajasthan is said to be the driest place in India, but in Brahmin life, Rajasthan has the most greenery, right? People say that there is only sand in Rajasthan, and so instead of the sand, let them become places, palaces of gold. They will become this. So now change the sand into gold. What will Rajasthan do? Will you prepare palaces of gold? You will prepare souls like gold and palaces of gold. Look, the capital will be in Delhi, and so Rajasthan is so close. So the palaces will be built there also, will they not? Will everyone come in Delhi or will they also live close by? So, what will Rajasthan do? You will change the dust into gold. You have this much enthusiasm, do you not? Rajasthan means those who change Rajasthan into Paristan. So change it into land of angels. The fragrance of Paristan should be visible in all four directions. So increase the numbers, and together with the numbers, prepare such souls. Souls, you can call them as golden souls, right? You have already been told that each state can prepare a mic easily, whether he's a small mic or a big one. If not a big mic, then even a small mic is all right. Somewhere you start, right? So Baba is giving you the leeway that, okay, if you can't make a big mic, make a small one. Look, the small mic of Rajasthan performed wonders, did he not? Today it is the mic who carried out the work for Gyan Sarovar. Hmm? I think I remember a little bit of the backstory when Gyan Sarovar was going to be built. It was full of rocks, right? And so to lay the ground was not easy, and to get permission to make it into like a land where you can build something was very, very difficult. And very suddenly, a VIP soul came into contact, and then they worked out very easily. Everything happened like magic, they say, and the permission was received within just few days, and everything was sorted like very quickly. So I think that's what Baba is remembering in this Murli, that it was not a very big VIP, but a small one, but he performed wonders, did he not? So today it is the mic who carried out the work for Gyan Sarovar. So each state, Maharashtra, Karnataka, or whichever state, each state has to prepare a mic. We saw that with Jagdamba Bhavan also, right? When they were preparing Jagdamba Bhavan in Pune, there was a lot of difficulty. And then suddenly a mic came into contact and things changed so quickly and rapidly. So Baba is saying that these mics come so that they can make your work move forward very fast. Each state, Maharashtra, Karnataka, or whichever state, each state has to prepare a mic. And if all the mics from all the states come together, a gathering will be created. And the sound from the gathering will spread very easily. So will Rajasthan prepare the rosary or the mic? What will you do? Baba says you have to prepare both, a rosary and also mics. Acha. Then he's speaking to Agra. I don't know, Rakiben, what do you think? Should we continue or should we stop here?
Maybe we can continue with all Indian meetings. There are only 2 more to go.
Okay, there's Nepal and this one, Agra. There are only 2. Okay, let's complete it. Agra Baba says, what will those from Agra do? Now create such a place so that just as the Taj Mahal of cement and bricks attracts everyone, in the same way it should be well known that the Taj Mahal is here. But also those wearing the crown are also here in an incognito form. So they should not just come to see the Taj Mahal, but they should also come to see those who are wearing the crown. Taj pehne hue ko. They should come to look for you. Let there be such an attraction of the souls who are wearing the crown. They should receive the vibrations that some elevated souls are hidden in an incognito form. It should be just as when the rishis and munis were in their satopradhan stage in the copper age and were able to spread their influence into the distance. People would search for them and provide for their livelihood. Right? वो प्रभाव दिखाते थे ना अपना. So you can also show, Baba is saying. Of course, not like occult power, but just through your activity, through your faith, through your purity. People would search for them and they would provide for their livelihood. The rishis and munis themselves did not call anyone. When they, who only have the knowledge of the soul, are able to attract people, what can those who have the knowledge of the Supreme not do? So each of you should consider yourself to be one who has such a crown. That is, each of you should consider yourself to be responsible for attracting people and making them belong to the Father. Do not make them belong to you. Important point today also, Sakkar Murli. Yesterday you all must have read in the blessing, Baba said, no, don't see anybody, only see the Father, follow the Father. So it's a big responsibility not to attract anybody towards myself. Making them belong to the Father, Baba says. Do not make them belong to you, but to the Father. So did those from Agra understand what they have to do? Bring about more newness. Show this newness so that everyone's vision is drawn. Do you understand this? Prepare the diamonds. What is there in a crown? False diamonds. So what do you have to do? Prepare true diamonds. Acha. Then Nepal. Their hats are not visible. Baba used to love, no? The hats of Nepalis. So he would always wear them. They're not sitting together, perhaps. They are sitting individually. It is good. Nepal is said to be part of this land as well as a foreign land. You take double benefit. When it is the foreigner's turn, you say you are foreigners. When it is India's turn, you say you are Indians. So you take a double chance. It is good. Many people of Nepal have a lot of bhavna. You're very good in listening with great love. The land of Nepal also has good bhavna. And your second speciality, seen, is that you do not get involved in too many other things, which is true of Nepalis. If you see them, अपने काम से काम रखेंगे, दूसरों के इसमें नहीं टांग डालेंगे. तो Baba is saying you do not get involved in too many other things. You remain busy with yourself. You do not create much conflict, and this is why there is very good expansion and why the quality is also good. One would not say that it is very good, but that it is good. Those from Nepal also have not created a mic. There are cooperative souls who give their cooperation when needed, but bring them into close relationship and the sound will spread very loudly and very far. Now, the sound created is very soft, and so it only spreads as far as Nepal itself. That is all. Now, prepare those who can spread the sound far and loudly. If each state prepares 2 to 3 mics, then there would be much splendor. There would be this splendor, would there not? Then you would not have to make any effort to do service. बस माइक बनाओ और माइक सेवा करेगा. आपको कुछ सेवा नहीं करनी है. You will become the might and they will become the mic. You will simply continue to give them might. At present, you give them light and you also become the mics. Then they will become the mics and you will continue to give light. So, now bring about a new turn in service. So don't become mic, don't give mic, just become, bring the mics and let them do the job, Baba is saying. You just continue to give the light. Bring some newness. This program has been created for this, so that even from the foreign lands, someone from every country should come, and from here also, someone should come from every state. But prepare the mics, so there will then be a court of the mics. And when so many mics gather together, the sound will also spread very far and loudly. So create a program of such newness. Until then, Baba says, prepare the mics, prepare them, and then fix a date. Fix a date to come to Madhuban. However, no corner or state should be left out. If you have to create a loud sound, what do? You put up speakers in all 4 directions, do you not? By speakers being put up in all 4 directions, the sound becomes very loud. All the mics should speak the same sound, and so the same sound would emerge from all 4 directions. This is the flag of revelation. So make these preparations now. Do you understand? Those from the zones should not simply become happy that they have received this blessing. Baba says, go and do the service. Baba is not mentioning any names, but each of you should consider yourself for this. Those from Delhi and Bombay have to do this first. Delhi and Bombay are both those who glorify the name. Is this correct? Baba is asking those from Delhi, is this correct? Is it good? The instrument of Delhi is sitting here. Jagdish Bhai was sitting in front of Baba. It would be a wonder when it emerges from everyone's lips that you are truly the one, you are truly the only transformers. World transform कैसे होगा? आप transformers के वजह से. They should not say that you are also one of them, but what you are, the only ones. What do they say at present? That you are also one of many, that you too are good. When the sound emerges that only these people are good, then the flag will be hoisted. Right? Sometimes they say, no, inka gyan or unka gyan ek hi hai. That's not what Baba wants. They should see the difference. You are the only one. There are not many. So all of you from all the zones are ready. Are you not? Are you ready to do this? All of you will do this, will you not? Some of you can do service through the mind, and some of you can do service through words. Everyone can do service through the mind. Therefore, spread those vibrations. If not through words, then give the donation of yoga through your mind. Everyone's finger is needed. Do you understand? Acha. And then Baba speaks to double foreigners and Madhuban Nivasis, and it's big Murli. But you can perhaps make some time today during the day and then read it, because he's also speaking to Dadi Janki and Chandramani Dadi and others, So there might be some jewels in there. Sure, we'll stop here. Then we'll take a pause and remember Baba and then share a little bit. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So anyone wants to share?
Om Shanti. Today is very nicely Baba said that we have to become a mic and talk about the rosary. And Baba asked questions, asking the commitment. What is your commitment? So it is a time of commitment. And Baba is asking commitment. How much rosary you are going to prepare? And that is very important. And I will really must tell you the rosary. So means I will prepare 1x because one already prepared and you are given the Gyan, and I going to means multiply that. This is my commitment.
Very nice. Very good, brother. Congratulations in advance. Huh?
Thank you.
Okay, nice. Anyone else?
Om Shanti.
Om
Baba gave a
Shanti.
very nice method while he was talking to Bhopal. He said just add a point and the value increases. So I take that point. I think when I remember the point, Baba, my value increases and all my work will be done efficiently then. Thank you.
Yeah, very true. Just add zeros. So if I make 1, make 2, 3, 4, like that, right?
Om Shanti.
Mm.
While Baba is speaking about Gujarat, he's giving a beautiful point, and that reminds me of how practically we see in our life as well. जो अपना होता है, somebody that we consider to be ours, with so much of authority we say that इनको तो सिर्फ आवाज देनी है and they will be there. So that's what the point that Baba is bringing across. Those who are very near and dear are mine own, and they're always ready for service. That's the point that is a takeaway for me. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, thank you.
Om Shanti. Sister, I want to add that also I like the point that we have to check that we are only light, yeah, we are lighthouse. And there is a constant this relationship. We have to miss closer and closer relationships so we can increase our rosary. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Yes, Baba said, if you are strong, then the subjects will be strong, right? In the golden age. Even in corporate, right? You will have good subjects. So very important that I remain strong, right? Anything else?
One more point Baba makes today
Oh.
is how to expand service. And he says, create mics. And you just see the might. So how to create leaders to expand any kind of service in life is a lesson that is a takeaway from today's movie.
Yeah.
Om Shanti Devi.
Om Shanti.
Baba was talking about Rajasthan. Rajasthan is actually more of a desert, right? He says if you can make a dry place into greenery with the power of Brahmins being there and turn the dust into gold, I think basically he's also trying to remind everybody at our places, there's no excuse, we should also do it. Because if from Rajasthan you bring it into Paristan, we should also try to work on it and bring wonders. Om Shanti. Because Gyan Sarovar is really a blessing and also a wonder how it was created. And it's so beautiful. They maintain everything, and whoever did the architecture, really salute to them. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om
Thank
Shanti,
you.
sister. I would like to take away the point from Agra people. That is, they bring about more of newness in everything. They are the speciality in bringing about newness. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Anyone else?
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
Baba, sir, Baba in today's Murli has actually so beautifully explained the qualities of the different states and how each one you can learn and pick up. We can all pick up all those nice qualities. So I would also like to add something very interesting in the Murli today. In the land of Punjab, the courage of not only the body but also the soul. And there was a sentence, I think, which you said, closing to the time, it brings perfection. So it brings, the perfection brings the time closer to the end, if I got that correctly. And so it brings you closer to Baba. So I think understanding that the perfection in the body and the soul, and to have the courage to be close to Baba, like Baba, and be the lighthouse to spread the message of Baba is my best takeaway for today. And I also wanted to share, yesterday I spoke not in the right tone, so my due apologies for that. And later on, after the Murli, immediately the thought came to me from Baba, you said the right thing, you had the courage to say it, but you must say it nicely. So it's a learning experience for me. So thank you so much. This group is teaching me a lot. Om Shanti.
Oh, Shanti. Yes, that was right. Perfection. Your perfection, Baba says. When you reach your perfection, your completion, then you also bring the time close. And you stay close to Baba. You become equal to Baba. You bring the time close. So that's a very nice point. And never mind about yesterday. I think it was perfectly fine. I always believe in the accuracy of drama in every actor. So you're fine, sister. Yes, Kalpesh Bhai.
I want to add one point I have to add. Whenever anybody is saying, whether she or he or her sister or brother, anybody is saying, we have to think that, yeah, it's my this what I understand, that I am sharing you, that whatever comes in our minds, it is because of it is a God's message. When you are suppose anything you can say, anything you say, it is because of his direction, Baba's direction. When you are suppose you are, if you are, if said that sister said, you can apologize, but it is because Baba want to say that Baba want to it's improve oneself. That's why he this message this that was done, and this is very good for you. That I want to only to say. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful, Murli, right? Really, every group. I agree with the sister that every group Baba spoke is really, I felt, he's speaking to me, right? Like from Punjab, I picked courage. From Maharashtra, I picked that I want to be like Narde Savar, right? I want to be constantly overflowing with the wealth of knowledge so that I can create great subjects. From Karnataka, he said, have that balance of love and the stage of being free from obstacles. Gujarat, he said, yes, my Lord, right? The right to the service. In Bhopal, he said, they always are able to use right method and therefore they're able to achieve great success and expansion is easy for them, right? Adding a point is easy. Rajasthan, he said, become lighthouse, not just light. Agra, he said, bring some newness, right? Create mics. And Nepal, he said, has a lot of bhavna. They don't get involved in other person's business, right? They just take care of themselves, which is really nice. So lot of love Baba shares for each and every group, and we can take that fragrance.
I would like to add one more point, Tina Ma'am. When Baba speaks about Rajasthan, he speaks about Rajasthan has the power to make the Registan into Paristan. So the point that comes here is we each one of us have the power to self-transform ourselves and transform the world. And after so many births, we all know that बहुत सारा कट चढ़ा हुआ है, with so much of alloy that we can chip it off, and that's possible. And Baba is speaking about that speciality of Rajasthan, which I feel is talking to me and telling me that this is what you need to do.
Om Shanti.
Sister Rakhi, I felt the same when Sister Renuka was telling Baba made dust, from dust, how it's being transformed. The same thing I was feeling from the dust, what we are trying Baba to polish us with so much of golden aged powders and brushes. And sister, I want to share one thing. Last year, Gyan Sarovar, I was there. 1st March celebration of 25 years of Gyan Sarovar. So much of Dhoom Dhadaka, Masti, and all the Maharatis from all the world, Baba's children, we were all there. It was such a celebration, and now I feel so nostalgic. It's all, Suna. And now we are deprived to be there. And just last year, it was so much of masti, celebrations, and the Channa Reddy who became Varis, he was there from that minister. His grandchild was there. And I feel drama can take us to anywhere. What a change. Now we are unable to move from the house. And it's just a matter of last year, how much celebrations I enjoyed, I experienced. So I feel, drama can take anywhere that you take turn. And it's right time to realize Baba is not talking to Rajasthan. They are talking us. He's the king of the king. He's making us that, taking us to that kingdom. He wants us to have those golden aged kingdom sanskaras right now. So within we have to be more introspective, more combined with Baba, and let's go beyond. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you.
So we can take meditation now.
Yeah. Okay, so everyone, bring your attention to the center of the forehead and just sit in a relaxed position. If you're lying on the bed, that's fine too. Just be very comfortable and relaxed in the body. And I bring my attention to the center of the forehead where the tiny sparkling jewel of light, resides. I realize how Baba is making me master, not just of this body, not just a self-sovereigner, but also a world sovereigner. And the easiest method, he says, is to become a checker. Constantly, I pay attention to my inner world, my inner feelings, my inner thoughts. And whenever I find them even slightly not aligned to Baba's teachings or Srimad, I instantly take that step of courage and change it so that I can realign myself, position myself back to my center, my dignity. And in this moment, as I create this determination within myself to be a checker and to change every time I observe myself, to become more equal to the Father in every aspect. I only see Baba, I only follow Baba, and I only attract others to belong to Baba. I use this great mantra in every action I perform on the planet. I will pay attention for the rest of the day to be soul conscious. Om Shanti. Om Shanti, everyone. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
5:30 a.m. Have a good day.
Okay. Good day, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.